Other interesting political news, Kamala and Biden gave apparently plea deals to the 9/11 masterminds decades later. Which, I mean, they say the justice system is slow, or it's supposed to be just and swift. This might be the slowest form of justice ever. Now, this went viral on X Twitter. They say, quote, 9/11 mastermind and co-conspirators reached plea deal. And yeah, I usually try not to mispronounce, out of respect, I try not to mispronounce names. In this case, who cares? Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, which ironically probably got right, the alleged mastermind of the 9/11 attacks, along with two co-conspirators, has agreed to a plea deal with the U.S. government. The agreement, which removes the death penalty as a potential outcome, has been met with widespread criticism and disappointment from various groups, including the FDNY Union and the families of the victims. The deal comes after a lengthy legal process and the prosecution beginning 16 years ago. The decision was sparked a significant public debate and many expressing outrage and disappointment over the handling of the case. 16 years? Jeez. Now, one of the first comments or posts about it comes from the Hodge twins saying, quote, Biden and Kamala just gave plea deals to the 9/11 masterminds that killed thousands of Americans. This should be national news and immediately disqualify Kamala, but her party controls the media. That got 10,000 likes. And there you can see some of those guys. Senator Marshall Blackburn says we should never be giving 9/11 terrorists a plea deal, getting 2.1 thousand likes, which, yeah, I can't. I mean, I was about to say I can't believe they did, but given the U.S. government ineptitudes and perhaps corruption, yeah, I mean, I guess these days I'm not too surprised. Going down more and more, you have House Republicans say, quote, Kamala Harris cut a sweetheart plea deal with the 9/11 mastermind so he could avoid the death penalty. They got 858 likes, which I'm pretty sure they've been in Guantanamo Bay the whole time. I mean, so they really have no more punishment. I remember it went viral a couple years ago saying how they have even books like Harry Potter and other forms of entertainment. I think they even have the Xbox over there for the inmates. See the same contrarian statements here. The Texas one says 9/11 mastermind Khalid Sheikh Mohammed and two fellow conspirators reached a plea deal with the U.S. government will avoid death penalty. Why are we negotiating with terrorists? Great question. I got 386 likes. Let's see. E says 9/11 terrorists got a plea deal, and now illegal aliens breaching our military bases are walking free. Tell me the Biden administration isn't trying to destroy United States of America. Middle finger emoji. Got 383 likes. John Gilbert says, quote, in case you haven't heard, the Biden-Harris administration did a plea deal bargain with one of the masterminds on 9/11, piece of shit that killed 3,000 Americans, and he gets a effing plea deal, getting 152 likes. So, end of the life of 3,000 Americans, and even more if you include the subsequent ones who went to the Middle East to fight, and no death penalty for that person. Really? That's just insanity. Looks like the FDNY Union slams 9/11 plea deal, saying that they are, quote, we're disgusted and disappointed. I got 161 likes. It's also very interesting the timing of this. Again, 16 years, and all of a sudden, they decide, oh yeah, now we're gonna give them a plea deal. I mean, it's mind-boggling. There's any contrarian statements here? I really doubt it, but let's see here. A lot of people saying how this makes the United States look weak. A lot of people keep reposting this picture from the New York Post saying atrocity of justice. There's a picture of one of them. And they say, quote, 9/11 mastermind, spared death penalty and shocking plea deal. He deserves hell. Getting 30 likes for that one. Some folks posting pictures of firemen firemen who lost their lives that day. Let's see. A lot of people reposting the New York Post. Which, yeah, I mean, these days I don't think anyone is going to be surprised at this news. And yeah, a plea deal, of all the cases where one would think you'd push for the death penalty, and they go, oh no, we're just going to give him a plea deal. We're going to take that off the table. We're not going to pursue the death penalty anymore. Really? It's almost unfathomable how evil that is, or how much of a lack of justice that is, how much of an insult that is for all the firemen, all the people who lost their life that day, and all the civilians. And that is just disgusting. That's a prime example of miscarriage of justice. And it'll be interesting to see. I mean, this is just makes him. I agree with that statement. It does make America look ridiculously weak. If you attack us, we won't even kill you. Just more vacation, more. You just spend more time in the jail where they give you the Xbox and the Harry Potter books. Nothing against Harry Potter. It's a fascinating, great tale. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, it's a pretty nice luxury for someone who's supposed to be punished. So, fortunately, I mean, I'm not too surprised by this outcome in terms of, the United States giving them plea deals when they should be in much more severe punishment. Do you think there will be any blowback in terms of politics? Do you think people will vote for, again, historically, Republicans are much more tough on crime on average. I mean, do you think this will play any role in the upcoming election? Do you think it's an outlier that it'll only be in the news, it'll only be a news story for a couple of days? Let me know in the comments. As always, it'd be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you could click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving me a thumbs up, a thumbs down, or a comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.